I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this week I am reading Testimonials for Trouble Girl, book 2 in the Do the Wrong Thing series. I've got a few questions about those, and then if we have time, we'll look at the blurbage. My questions for these testimonials are: what order should I put them in, at the front and at the back of the print book? I need to edit them down to 272 words. What do you think I should keep and what should I cut? I think editors sometimes don't want to be mentioned in a book's acknowledgments because they don't want to be associated with the book. Maybe because the book was so badly written that all they could do was make it grammatically correct and spelled right. However, I would be grateful for a mention in your book, which was a pleasure to work on and the writing was lovely. Stuart Ross, winner of more literature prizes and can possibly be listed here, poet, fictioneer, memoirist, founder of the Toronto Small Press Book Fair, imprint runner for Feed Dog Books at Anvil Press and 136 Books at Guernica Editions, and of course, editor. First of all, there's nothing ordinary about this book. It does not have the conventional structure one finds in memoirs, romance, or teen novels. You're inside the head of Ava, who, in book the second of this breakout series, is now a teenager in search of independence and love outside her dysfunctional family. Trouble Girl is a fast-paced, energetic, coming-of-age tale folded into a romance. Van Delst's skill is in detailed descriptions of scenery and the many characters who populate Ava's path to self-discovery. Among Van Delst's unconventional quirks are lists of these characters and descriptions of their relationships to the protagonist. Van Delst treads new ground with style and flair. Ava's voice, attitude, quirky humor, and angst drive the emotional arc of her journey. I could not help but wonder, after a stirring passage, whether I am caught up in an intimate tell-all or a radical new genre. Ted Yabat, author of the Brown Rice Trilogy, a memoir. Josh, this is going to sound very familiar. Trouble Girl is not what you'd expect. I don't mean this in the sense that it turns out to be a different book than the one you think you're picking up. I mean, moment to moment, you find yourself expecting something to happen, but something else always does. Ava's humanity makes it unpredictable. You will forget that Ava is a character. She is painfully human. She gives us the flawed and fierce truth few of us want to speak, but we all need and fear. I find myself reflected in her insecurities, her overthinking, her heartbreaks, her wish to be liked, and the prices she pays to be liked. Ava is bad, Ava is good, Ava is trying. Every step she takes is at once personal empowerment and a surrender to failure. If this seems like a contradiction, that's the point. She jumps towards growth, then retreats when she sees it will hurt. She jumps towards connection, then runs away. Trouble Girl is one person's inner world, but you'll see yourself looking back. Josh Hines, graphic novelist, writer, and artist extraordinaire, counselor, and lover of flawed superheroes. And this is the back cover blurb. I would like to know whether I should use A or B in the middle. Trouble Girl follows Ava Mueller through high school and university. In high school, she fights with her mom, searches desperately for friendship and belonging. Then a teacher tells her she can write. Writers, artists, they're not real people, she thinks. They live outside society. They don't follow rules. Oh, mom will never allow that. Yet Ava doesn't fit in anywhere. At university, she works hard towards self-sufficiency, but shoots bullets into her own feet every step of the way. The resulting chronicle is both funny and heartbreaking. A, when we met Ava at the beginning of the Do the Wrong Thing serial, she stuttered and hesitated through a description of her suicide attempt. It was mundane, she recounted, like brushing my teeth. I don't know why I did it. Once she started talking, however, she couldn't stop. She placed one memory after the other in a parade of isolated incidents that didn't connect. Or do they? Or B, when we met Ava at the beginning of the Do the Wrong Thing serial, it was mundane, she said, like brushing my teeth. I don't know why I did it. She stuttered and hesitated through a description of her suicide attempt, but once she started talking, couldn't stop, placing one memory after the other in a parade of isolated incidents that didn't connect. Or do they? If you liked my struggle, The Life and Death of Sophie Stark, and my name is Lucy Burton, you'll love this Gen X in Search of Lost Time.